I'm Diana Wilson. I'm the Chief Communications Officer for Jeffco Public Schools. And I'm here with our Now Boarding Report, which is taking a look at what our Board of Education is doing here at Jeffco Public Schools. December was actually a pretty busy month, even though we had a holiday break. There were a lot of schools that had some remarkable accomplishments, so the board spent some time recognizing all of them. I would like to mention two of them in particular. First is Pomona football. They earned the 5A championship this year, so that's very exciting. Then we have another big honor for Denison Elementary School. They earned the Blue Ribbon Award. This is a national award. Only 5 of them were earned in Colorado, and one of our schools received one. Good job, Denison. The board had several reports in December. The first was on capital construction. 3 of our middle schools are receiving additions so that they can accommodate all the 6th graders that will be moving up next year and the year after that. They also talked about school security, did some of that in public and some of it in executive session because there's some sensitive topics there. It's really important that we stay up to date on school security. There are some state laws that we need to make sure that we follow, and just in general, making sure that our kids are being taken care of and feel safe in their schools and kind of know what the process is there. Lastly, the board heard about a proposal for an innovation fund. So this would be an internal fund. We're always short on funds in the schools, so teachers don't always have the opportunity to bring in new programs because they don't have the funding. So this particular pot of money would be internal, like a mini grant. So if you had a great idea for your school and you really wanted to try it out, you could apply for these grant funds. It will be a competitive process, so they look at what's going to have the biggest impact on the kids. Is it really a viable idea? And is it sustainable? So if you get the money to start the program, how are you going to keep it going? The board will vote on the Innovations Fund idea in January. So in January, the budget season begins. This is quite a heavy lift for our school board. They have to look at a lot of information and go over the decisions that we're making about our budget. The good news is we aren't anticipating any additional cuts from the state. Of course, we aren't getting exactly what is dictated by state law as far as funding for schools, but we aren't anticipating it getting any worse. It's always challenging because in general, Colorado students receive about $1,500 per student less than our national average. So always a little challenging in schools to figure out how everything's going to be funded. Our board is very interested in public input, so please keep an ear out. There'll be some opportunities for the public to give input on what budget priorities should be. And that about wraps it up for December and January in our Board of Education. You can always check into jeffcopublicschools.org to see what's going on with our board, and you can also watch the board meetings online.